Alright, here we go. Masters League Open, what's this, 25.2. So we've got a 17-minute time cap for this one. It's 15 box jumps or step-ups every round, and then each round there is a complex. The complex is a power clean into a hang squat clean. The first round's 12 reps, second round is 10, third is 8, fourth is 6, fifth is 4, and the final round is 2 reps for the complex. The weights 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100. So, first off, I'll talk about me and my situation, and then I'll get into the analysing the actual workout whilst I'm doing some box jumps and these power cleans on the first round. I suffered a bulge disc during COVID and re-aggravated it last year. Spent most of last year just moving around, not really training. So when this workout got released, I was quite nervous because I haven't been doing any dynamic squatting. So things like squat cleans or squat snatches or even back squatting or front squatting. I have just sort of started doing pause squats. I think I'm 4 weeks into that. So quite nervous with this one. But having said that, throughout the workout, definitely gained confidence as my back was holding up quite well. I have put a lot of work into strengthening not just my lower back but posterior chain as well. So that definitely played a factor for this workout, more early on than anything else. But yeah, just keep that in mind. One other thing to note, again, this is just for for me for later on if I was to, when I watch this back. So the first weight and the 80 kilo. So I've got 35 pound plates and what are the 25 pounds I think for the 10s. Anyway, so I'm on this first round lifting a little bit heavier, so this is 52 kilo, and on the 80 kilo round I'm actually lifting 83 kilos. So that's just more of a side note than anything else. So what we'll do is we'll get into analysing. First we'll come up with the strategy that I come up with. So you would have noticed that I did step-ups, and I did them from the start for the entire workout. This was simply just to manage heart rate. Obviously I watched the open announcement, and they were sucking in air quite a lot. Both are a lot stronger than me, so my strategy for this one was definitely to do the step-ups, again just to manage that heart rate. I wanted to stay quite attacking on the complex, even though I dumped after each complex, after each rep. That was more just a grip thing. So again, managing grip, managing that fatigue. I chose to change the plates after each of the complex as well. There's a couple different strategies you can do on simply just changing plates. To be honest, I'm not a fan of changing weights in a competition workout, because what are you really testing? You know, how fast you can change a plate. But anyway, side note. Where was I? Yeah, so I chose to change the plates directly after the complex. You can change it if you need a little bit more rest after your box jumps or step-ups before you start the complex. That will also give you a little bit more rest. You can change one side of the plates after the complex and then one side just before the start of the other complex. Again, there's a few different things you can do for that. I tried to stay quite methodical with the this actual stepping part. So although on a number of the reps I managed to do the same leg a few times, so it's more just a concentration thing, and because obviously I'm filming this, don't have a judge, counting my own reps, and also I did 16 reps on the first step ups, and I'm pretty sure I did 13 reps for, no, I did 12 reps. There was something else that I did during the workout. Anyway, doesn't matter. Strategy with the complex, again, as I mentioned, dumping after each set. I wanted to stay close to the bar. That's one thing that generally you can waste time doing, is sort of walking around away from the bar. Even if you're not ready to pick it up, just that standing close to it, so when you are ready to pick it up, that's right there. You don't have to sort of fluff around with it. So that was a strategy. Didn't perfect that or perform that to the best of my ability, but definitely was a focus. So you can see they were taking a couple steps forward, just a couple steps back. Sometimes I use that as rest as well. So I'll take a step back, take a breath, step forward and go again. But some of these were definitely not planned or a deliberate action. It was more just a mental thing of not wanting to pick it up just yet. Going back to how the weight felt, I was quite surprised. For me, it felt quite comfortable. It definitely wasn't easy. I haven't been doing any or very little Olympic lifting, and again, especially no squat cleaning or squat snatching. So I was quite surprised. I've just been doing accessory work and conditioning basically. So this time cap also suited me a little bit better. I've mostly been doing longer forms of cardio or conditioning, sort of between that 45 minute to an hour and a half basically. So, but again, the focus for the barbell was stay close, keep those reps ticking over. I will say now that I did fall short of where I wanted to get, but having said that, though, I was quite happy with how my back held up throughout the workout. Would I suggest to other athletes? Obviously, it depends on where you're at. What are your strengths and weaknesses? I do suggest for a majority of the people doing this workout to do step-ups. Unless you got fitness for days and that's one of your strong points, definitely go for the box jumps. But if you know that you're going to be quite gassed on this workout and you're not quite as strong as other athletes, do the step-ups so that will manage your heart rate, allowing you to put a bit more effort into the heavier weights as you get there. And mixing or putting that together with making sure that you are quite purposeful on the cleans, so staying consistent, staying close to the bar, having very, very short rests. I wouldn't try and do like touch and go reps for any of the weights, again, unless you're in that top athlete, then go crazy. But majority of people just do the singles or drop the bar after each complex. It's just going to save you grip, allow you to manage your heart rate, manage your grip fatigue. You can move just as fast and someone doing touch and go reps, but resting a significant amount of time. Again, other than the top athletes, what you see a lot is people try and do touch and go reps. So just as an example for the first round, if I was to do all 12 touch and go rests, there's very likelihood of resting a lot longer before you start the step ups for that next round. So if you do singles and you're 20 seconds slower because you did singles, but allows you to get straight up onto the box. You're going to be ahead of the person that finished 20 seconds ahead of you because they did touch and go reps, but are now resting 30 to 40 seconds before they get back onto the box. So overall, it's just a better strategy for most people. Again, there are people that can do touch and go reps, box jumps, and finish the workout in 11 minutes. And awesome for them. I'm definitely not in that category, obviously. Definitely not at the moment. So again, step ups, drop the bar after each rep. Focus on just keeping those reps ticking over. I only looked at the clock twice, I think. And both times I was way off where I thought I was going to be, or where I thought how much time had passed. So the first time I looked at the clock, I thought it was about sort of 5.5 minutes. I believe when I looked at it, it was like 8 minutes 40 or something like that. And then, other than the last 60 seconds, I looked a few times, but and then the last time, I think it was around the 15-minute mark, which I believe was just after these, I think, or after the step-ups. I can't remember. And it was around that sort of 15-minute mark, wherever that is. We'll have to watch this back. I missed the split time. I believe the split time is after the second round. So I'll go back and get that, because I had absolutely no idea where that was. That didn't sort of play any factor into my strategy, so I wasn't too concerned. So I believe this is the 70 kilos. What's that? 50, 60, third round. You notice to start resting a little bit longer on some of these. Hands on the knees there. But the whole time, again, just talking to yourself, just focusing on trying to keep moving, pick up the bar. Obviously, there's a fine line that you got to play. You don't want to miss a rep, that's for sure. There was one, I think it was on this round actually, where the bar did almost slip out of the grip, transitioning from into the hang clean. So other than that, there wasn't really any issue with grip, so that didn't play too much of a factor for me. But there are going to be some people that's going to be a factor. I did the guy on the live stream, I think he missed his first rep at the 80 kilo. It might have been 90. Sort of slipped out of his hand on the hang squat clean. So especially if you're doing it over the next few days. So I'm recording this on Saturday morning. I think tomorrow, well, even today is going to be 31. I don't know what tomorrow is, and Monday and Tuesday are going to be in the high 30s. So yeah, definitely chalk up, factor that into your strategy as well. I did chalk up once. I believe it was on this round. So there you go. I did look at it. It was 14 minutes when I looked up there. So I must have looked again at the 15-minute mark. The step ups, I did play a small role, I guess, pre-fatiguing the legs for the squat cleans, but nothing crazy. I didn't really notice it too much. It wasn't too bad, but definitely happy with that strategy. If you know that you're going to do this workout twice, do the step ups first, and then when you come to do it again, do the box jumps. I wouldn't do it the other way around, because what you might find is you obviously get through the box jumps faster, but is it can you then pick up the bar to take advantage of those faster box jumps? Are you resting a lot longer? You know, you might be able to squeak out 1 or extra 2 reps depending on where you're finished. So spoiler alert, on this I got this is where I chalk up 5 reps at this weight. I believe if I was to do it again, I could definitely finish this weight and get into the box jump / step ups. That's where I wanted to be. So I finished a little bit short of that. But having said that though, I'm just happy to get through it without aggravating the lower back there. Just 2 reps. The old hands on the knees. So this one's a little bit too long. So I should be walking up the bar now. Well, before now, but that's a lot of time. Obviously a lot of fatigue too, but we'll squeeze this last one in. Oh, almost. There we go. Alright guys, hopefully it was somewhat insightful. We'll catch you on the next one.